Oh, hell, what's going on, everybody? Shit, let's have a party. It's the weekend, man. It's a holiday weekend. Try to get some of that light out of there. Shit. The sun's kind of kicking pretty good right there, ain't it? Maybe we cut this light off. There we go. That might help a little bit, guys. What's going on, everybody? I am in like chill mode. See if I can kind of get this. I'm like in chill mode, just hanging out. What's going on, everybody? Fatty 2x4. Ooh. Yeah, Michael, I saw that video today. That's a sad situation. That's a very sad situation. I don't even know what to say about it. But it's not good. It's not good. So if you do, for those of you that do not follow Trucker Girl Kiana, she had a incident the other night where I guess, based on what she says in her video, she fell asleep behind the wheel. So she has been let go from Prime. So I wish her the best wherever she goes. Hopefully she stays in touch via the Instagram or the YouTube or however methods she chooses. But anyways, guys, I'm just getting ready for July 4th weekend here. Probably firing everyone. Well, I mean, I don't know how bad her accident was. She didn't post pictures. So, coming on the 15th. Welcome, Jeffrey. Welcome, welcome. Let me get up some chat. Let me get the date on some chat here real quick. Yeah, Travis, I hate to hear that too. How's the solo life? Solo life's pretty good, man. Solo life's pretty good. I like it. I'll tell you that. Whether or not it's going to pay the bills, I'll let you know. I will let you know. We'll just have to wait and see on that. What's going on, Stuber Uber? Oh, Michael, I didn't see him. I didn't see him. Yeah, Phil, I'm aware of it. So Mike's getting his trainer tomorrow. Good deal. That means you got your permit, you passed the test, you came prepared. Good for you, man. Very good for you. Y'all can see I'm still on the vape. And believe it or not, I've been doing this a lot less. Whatever, Austin, that's pretty funny. Austin's full of jokes tonight. I've actually been vaping a lot less during the day. What percentage of my loads are dropping hook? DPG, I don't know what the percentage is. I don't know. Under half. Under half. I'd say it's under 50%. How's the fitness going? Brian, it's going great. The fitness is going really, really well. I did it today, no problem. It was so, you know, I've been doing this fitness now for 10 days. And you know, we do elbows, cross knees, right? Where you bring your left knee up to your right elbow. So I've probably done that 4 or 5 times in the last 10 days. Anyways, today I'm at the customer, I'm getting loaded. I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do my workout. Absolutely not PCR. And I do my walking first, my 4 minutes of walking, and I get back to the truck, because I actually was outside of the truck. I went for a walk all the way down the street and back. I walked a minute and 50, walked a minute and 50 back, and then walked in a circle until the time was up. But I go to do my first elbow to knee, and I actually touched my elbow to my knee for the first time ever, and I was like, oh shit. So that's pretty funny. We're around 50, 60, dropping hook lately. What's going on, Cedar? Rowdy? A lot of people in the house tonight. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's been under 50. So my last load was dropping hook at the receiver, but it was a live load. The load before that was the one I took to Sterling. It was dropping hook on both ends. The load before that was dropping hook at the pickup. So I mean, I would say dropping hook on one end or the other, the percentage is really high. But dropping hook on both ends, it's under 50. Oh, I don't know, Chris. I didn't know. Is he leaving? I didn't know he was leaving. Here's the thing, Chris. He may be leaving, but he may be, they may be having someone in his place giving the class at Prime. So his program is in a lot of different trucking companies. This was the last trucking company that he was personally still doing the orientation on. So I don't know if, sorry guys, I'm having a phone issue. See if I can fix it really quick. We might be having bigger issues. Hopefully this is charging. It really ain't no way for me to check it. Oh yeah, there it is right there. Yeah, it's charging. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So let me look at the app real quick. Let me look at the app and get some info, guys. Thank you for that super chat, Hale. Totally going with Chad Rich. That seems to be in the works. Jason, yeah, I did not see the pictures. I just saw the videos. Under the Prime app, under news. All right, guys, hold on a minute now. I'm going to be out of comments for just a minute. I'm in the Prime app right now. Let me get to the home and let me get to the news and find out what's going on. There it is. Changes to Prime's driver health and fitness program. There will be new programs over the coming months put out through our in-house driver health and fitness team. Below is a note from Coach. I just call him Coach, guys, because I don't know how to say that name. This month will be the last month for the 13-week program at Prime. This is the last chance for you to enroll in the program, complete it, and be reimbursed the full $339 program cost. The program will still be available to the public through my website at a cost of $799. But this is the last opportunity to take advantage of the Prime reimbursement program. Orientations are each Friday at 10 a.m. All right, guys, so July is the last month. So if you are interested in doing the 13-week program and having the money reimbursed by Prime at the end, this is the last month you can sign up for it. This is it. So, very interesting. And then it says, if you have any Prime driver health and fitness questions, please feel free to reach out to Damian Propsfield. Now, I believe he is the younger guy who's in the office across from the gymnasium, the weight room. Thank you, Eugene. Appreciate that. All right, so let me get in here, guys, and take a peek at this. At these chats y'all were talking about here. Stop driving 2007. Prime. All right, Larry, come on. Okay. Yeah, hey, Seether. When I went to orientation class, it was just me and one other person. That was it. That was it for the 13-week program. And he said he had some weeks where he has nobody. So that tells you something right there, right? That tells you something. Chad Rich is in the house even though he should be in bed. Which has the best loads? DPG, that depends on who you ask, I guess. We don't have a dry van division. Dry freight can be good in parts of the country, but overall, as a whole, over the road, dry freight, I don't believe is the way to go. But if you're regional, certain parts of the country, like Northwest, there's people up in the Northwest right now just killing it in dry freight, making a lot of money up there. Chad saw John driving through Arizona. Hey, Johnny, I didn't have any DMs on my Instagram at all. I did check it when I got your message. I'll bring it up again right now. And the last message I got was a week ago. Oh, wait a minute. 5 new requests. Oh, hold on a minute. I got all kinds of shit. Where'd all this stuff come from? Johnny, I'll talk to you later about that. Okay. Johnny, I did get it. I did find it. So, how's the Pete going? The Pete is going amazing. I really want to open this, guys, but that light is kind of really crappy and it's not even bright out. Correct. I see that now. Yeah, I just realized that, Chad. So, Caesar got a 2020 truck. So, oh, thank you, Hale. Appreciate that. Yeah, Chad Rich needs 1,000 subs. That's for dang sure, right? So it is July 3rd. We're going into the holiday weekend, right? America's birthday is coming up. So if any of you have served, I want to thank you for your service now. I know it's not Memorial Day, but July 4th is just as important. Traffic does already suck. That's why I am parked early tonight. I actually planned on doing a little driving today, but it kind of got shut down by traffic and rain and everything else. I have 400 miles to drive tomorrow. 40 Cal needs 1K subs. 2 hours at Peterbilt with AC problems. Only down for a couple hours. That's pretty good. Anytime you got to go to the shop, it's scary. So if you can get in and out of a shop in a couple hours, guys, you came out on the winning end. That's for sure. What's up, Tanker Yanker? You had a reaction. Yeah, everybody's away from home, right, Seether? Well, Seether, you're actually in a good spot though. At least you're in Springfield. I mean, you can go to Fire and Ice. They're going to be open tomorrow. They're not going to be serving a dinner menu, but they will be serving a lunch menu all day tomorrow till like 8 p.m. That's for sure. How you doing, Keith? Oh, Stefan's at home. Stefan's at home chasing that little lady of his around. She's hell on wheels, man. She's won. I bet you she's running him ragged. That's his health and fitness program. He's just going home chasing the baby. Now that she's walking, I bet you she's into everything. Every time I head that way, I get harassed by the homeless. See, they're going go the back way, buddy. You can go right around the back of campus, around that fence. It goes right in the parking lot of the Oasis and right into the hotel over there, into the bar. Well, restaurant. Right into the restaurant. I'm sorry. Cubs tied the game up, thank goodness. Yeah, President Rich is on his way to Kent, Washington, everybody. He's on his way to Washington today. That's where he's headed. So I am, I'm done eating for today. And today I did 1,600 calories. It's pretty good. 1,680, I think, to be exact. Coach wanted me like well below 2,000, but he wanted me to get some. He wanted me to try to get close to 17. I got to 1,680. So 40 calories in Indiana. I am in Ohio on Highway 33. Yes, Prince. That was a few days ago. Yeah, Dog's wife. Yeah, that was a few days ago. DPG, you just have to make the choice that's right for you, man. Look, some people have to have the health insurance. They can't lease, all right? Because they don't want to have to pay the extra price for the independent health insurance to the outside broker or whatever. Just remember all that. All that comes into play, guys. All of that should come into play in your thing. I'm getting a lot of hate mail the last 2 days, guys. It's been pretty interesting to read all the hate comments. It's good stuff. Yeah, Jason, I picked up in Indiana, and I am heading to, oh gosh, I know I'm going to catch hell for this because I don't know how to pronounce it. Is it Manassas, Virginia? Right outside D.C., and it pays $3 a mile. So I'm actually headed towards D.C. is where I am headed to. And I have Taco Bell, man. I'm hauling Taco Bell. Flatbread, that's what I'm hauling. Flatbread for Taco Bell. DPG, the note shouldn't scare you. Look, guys, when you're trying to decide between company or lease, don't even take the truck payment into consideration because you're going to make enough money here to pay your truck payment, guys. That shouldn't be what keeps you, what makes your mind up between company or lease. The stuff you need to decide when your company or lease is this. Do I need the health insurance for me and my family? If I absolutely have to have that health insurance, then I have to go company, okay? That should be your number one thing. All right, that for me, that's what it would be. Do I have to have the health insurance, or can I get health coverage from outside, okay, and afford it? So once I've made that decision, then I have to decide: is the 1 day a week credit for home time enough for me? Which that means is, if I go out here and work a month, Prime's going to allow me to go home for 4 days and 4 days only, okay? And that's pretty much most companies across the board. If you go look at everybody's advertisements, everybody's recruiting ads, it's 1 day home time for 1 week out. All right? Except for the companies that are regional and go home every week. But over the road companies we're talking about. So number two is, are those 4 days enough for me every month? All right? When I go home, is 4 days going to be enough for me after a month, or do I want to stay home a week? All right? As a lease operator, I can stay home a week if I want to. It just doesn't matter. It's up to me. Okay? And then also you need to decide, do I want to have more control over where I drive? Right? Because as a company driver, you have to go where they tell you to go. They're going to give you a load and say, okay, you're going, go. And here's where you need to stop and get fuel along the way. So all those are the factors that should come into play. I promise you the money's there. The money shouldn't even be a factor because the money's going to be there. You're going to make a little more money as a lease operator, but you're going to have a lot more control over what you're doing. But if you need the health insurance and the 1 day a week credit for home time, so you go home after 3 weeks for 3 days is enough for you, go company. You're going to make some money company. You're going to make, I don't know, $1,200 to $1,400 before deductions as a company driver. Okay, so you're going to take home $900 to $1,000 as a company driver. As a lease operator, you're going to take home more than that. You know, but you also have the responsibility of making sure that you get your taxes filed and paid on your own and all that. New truck or take over lease. DPG, that depends. There's a lot of people here that take over old leases and finish them up and get the payout at the end. We have people who just, that's all they do. That's all they do. They walk in and go, okay, what do you got, 6 months or less? They grab it, they take it, they finish it, they get a couple $1,000s extra payout, and they do it again. If you work your clock, you're correct. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's it. You just got to work. You just got to work. You just got to work. Prisoner Ohio, glad I went lease to change my whole mindset. Oh yeah, leasing will change your whole mindset, that's for sure. Rates have been good. Chobani from Twin Falls and New Berlin, $1.91. Yeah, Rowdy, the problem is when you go to leave New Berlin, New York, it's going to suck, buddy. It's going to be about 95 cents a mile. Just be prepared for that. I am not doing any kind of training anymore. I wonder when we switch to LED how different it's going to be. See, there's not. We're already basically running ELDs. What we're doing is going to be ELDs. There's going to be, I mean, there might be a couple minor changes, but what we're doing now is pretty much ELDs. It's just not ELDs. It's automatic onboard recording device. There you go, Fatty 2x4, big company, 2 years, $11 to $13.50 a week after tax. There you go. See? So he's making money. Correct. Well, the number Stuber's giving you is what the lease operator is getting a check for putting in his pocket. Okay, you still have to pay your taxes out of that, pay your own health insurance out of that. There's still things that you're going to have to pay out of that. When it all washes out in the end, I think lease operators make a little bit more than company drivers. Not a lot, a little. But they have a lot more control. A lot more control of what they do. And that's what I like. I like the control part. I like the control part. I don't know what Rowdy's talking about there. I'm going to leave that be. I seen that trailer and thought of you. Do what? Yes, Prime is hiring again for company drivers only. Yes, Prince, I heard about Kiana. I'm aware of that situation. So, I cleared $3,400 after taxes this week, and I'm a company driver. Kelly, I call bullshit. I've been in the industry a long time, buddy. That is not your pay for the week. You might have got some bonuses, but yeah. You might have got your quarterly bonus or something. Too Nasty, Kiana had one. Jason has one. Roman for Time has one. He has a new international. So there's a lot of people got them. We had a lot of those internationals come in. A lot of those 2020 internationals come in all at once. A lot of them all came in at once. Oh, I don't know, Stuber. Maybe he's a trainer. I don't know. That's true. Do I ever come to the yard in Decatur, Indiana? I've never been to that yard in Decatur. I've never been to that one. How many drivers are in the prime fleet? I think there's like 8,500. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That light right there. And I have no way to turn it off. Let me open this a little more. I believe there's 8,500 drivers currently in the prime fleet. I could be wrong on that by a little bit here or there, but I believe 8,500 is the number currently, or at least it's close. Are you in the oil fields, Kelly? Maybe he's in the oil fields. If he's driving in the oil fields, that's possible. But I didn't think they got paid mileage. I thought they got paid like by the run. Most of them. I don't know. They probably get a little bit of both. So I know what I did this week. I did 2,700 and something miles is what I ended up driving this week, which is actually a pretty heavy week for me. And then, let's see what's going on. I got the stuff in my email. So yeah, I did 2,700 miles and I had just under 4,800 in revenue. So we'll see how that washes out tonight when payroll kicks in here shortly. If it kicks in tonight. I don't know, with the holiday, it may take another day. They sent out 2 messages and they contradicted each other. So I got a message last week that said I wouldn't get paid until Thursday night, and then they sent out a message the other day that said I would get paid tonight. So I don't know. I don't know which one it will be. For you both, and Chad, I've been driving along with another trucking's what you want to do, and you ordered a new truck, and Chad told me he also ordered a new one. Correct, he did. Why give up? Hey, Stefan, they always say card loads on Thursday morning, but it always card loads on Thursday morning is my normal pay, but it always happens on Wednesday night. Thursday morning is my normal. That's what my normal time. Why give up the lease completion bonus? Yeah, see, if I could go back and do everything from the very, very start, I would have kept the first truck till the end. I wouldn't have gave up the lease completion bonus on that. The last truck, I only had 10 months in it. I didn't lose that much. So I ordered a Peterbilt very quickly after getting that truck, so I didn't really lose out on no money on that one. But the first one I lost some money on. The first one I lost some money on. Because I was already in that truck like 12, 13, 14, 15. I was in that truck 16 months before I traded it in. Kelly, you can if you want to. That's up to you. crazybags357@gmail.com. Yeah, Wednesday after 2100, correct. But technically they say Thursday morning. Our lease truck's always new trucks. If you want it to be, I mean, you get to pick your truck at Prime. They don't just hand you a truck. You get to pick your truck. should have 4,900 this week. That's your revenue? Or are you thinking that's what you're going to take home, Stefan? Holy crap. Do you pay extra for new versus old? Yeah, the newer trucks are usually like 30 bucks more a week or something. It's not real high. It's not like an outrageous amount. Like a KLM, it was really high. So like when I was at KLM, my truck, which was a 2014, the last one I had there, I paid like $500 a week for. And when people started getting the 2017s, right before I left there, they were paying like $650 or $660. They were paying like $140 or $150 more a week than I was. It was a lot. It was a lot. See, they said they wanted an extra $150 a week for when they had all the extras. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if they got any extra for my truck. For Red, because you know Red had windshield curtains and keyless entry and the interior lighting package. I wonder if that whoever got Red had to pay anything extra. Cubs are tied 3-3. No, Ryan, all the trucks are automatic. Now, when you go to order a truck, you can order a manual transmission. You just have to pay a little extra. See, either go to Freightliner. You can go to Freightliner and buy the kit. Don't pay no one to put it in, guys. Buy the kit at Freightliner and put it in yourself. The holes are the track is already here. There's already holes in it. All you have to do is have a screwdriver, right? I think it's a star nut to put the track in yourself and then put the curtain in. I don't have a previous generation Freightliner in here. I had one, Stuber. My 17 was previous generation. Can you buy extras as a company driver? Jeff, I don't know how that works. It was a green one, Rowdy? So what that is that's where somebody ordered it and decided they didn't want it. That's usually what happens, guys. When those trucks come in with all those extras on them, it's usually because someone didn't want them or they quit. And I will tell you what happened to a bunch of trucks. So a bunch of people ordered trucks, and then the new Ultralofts came out, and they didn't want the truck they ordered, so they ordered Ultralofts right behind it, and they paid for both. They paid for extras on both. And so leasing is getting in these trucks that were ordered with all these extras that they've got to just put a driver in. Ryan, since June of last year, probably 95%. Yes. Probably 95%. Caesar got the ugly green piece of shit. That's pretty funny. My battery just died. Guys, let me tell you how little I vaped. I put these batteries in yesterday morning, and I'm just now replacing them. So I didn't vape much the last couple days. I haven't vaped much at all. I'm gonna get up, find my batteries. Ugh. So yeah, I haven't been vaping much at all, but I am right now because we're doing a live. Let me kill these lights. I'm I'm going to kill these back lights and turn on these front lights and see how that works. When the time comes. I think we're good right now still. I think right now we're good still. Don't know how much the curtains are. I hear they're like a couple $100. If you put it in yourself, it's not that bad, I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem with that light, but it is what it is. See me leaving the cafeteria the other day. Oh, it's been a minute then, because I ain't been in Springfield in a while now. I've been out of Springfield a while. I actually made a little money this week. Yeah, it looks pretty good. See, there technically you can, but there's a lot of crap you have to do in order to do that. So the answer is yes, you can take your truck with you if you leave Prime, but there's a whole lot of shit you got to do. Bad man with the puke green one. See, that's terrible. Funny though. Do you know where you can find the seat covers for the Peterbilt? Probably at Peterbilt or online, I would think. I'm over here riding dirty in my Peterbilt because I'm using Freightliner floor mats. I may just move us to the back. That way we can not have to deal with this lighting issue. That way we don't have to deal with the lighting issue. Let me turn the TV off though, so I don't get a copyright for the TV. All right. It's the last thing I need. I don't have any. I haven't had any issues with copyright violations. I've been pretty lucky. Let me get everything plugged in, guys. Just give me a minute. I'm working on it. I'm right here. Hi. All right, so get these curtains closed up. Damn curtain doesn't want to go. There it goes. Finally went. I finally got it. All right, here we go. The Volvos are nice. Oh, they had a Volvo on there? Yeah, they don't get many of those. There's only 20 of them in the fleet or so. So yeah, when they're on there, they don't last too long. Usually one of the first people take them. Y'all have to never mind my disaster back here. I have a foot in my bed. My students will tell you that's pretty normal. But this one's actually got holes down in there as cubbies, which is a lot. So in the Freightliner, there's, you know, at the end of the bed, there's nothing, mattress and a wall. In the Peterbilt, there's actually storage spots all along that wall right there underneath my TV. And that's where I have my laundry, soap, and all that crap. Stefan stole the damn tube from Hershey. That's funny, man. That's pretty funny. That is. How you doing, Miss Melissa? Should we call her Miss Melissa or Mrs. David H? Yeah, I can flip the top bunk closed, or I can flip. Actually, the Peterbilt you can do halfway. See this line right here? This is how it goes. It's halfway in this one. You just flip it halfway. That's it. You get that. There's actually a bracket there, though. I wonder if I can go all the way, but I know I can go halfway right here. This half part flips up. Problem is, I still have not been home since changing trucks. So I have a lot of crap up there that I'm waiting to take home. So like when I cleaned out the old truck, I put a bunch of shit in storage containers to leave at home that I no longer need on the truck. Like DVD movies and crap I had underneath my bed. Clothes I haven't worn in a year and a half that I no longer need. They're basically still brand new, stuff like that. So I packed it all up and it's up there in containers waiting for me to go home. Mine are the upgraded leather seats. Yeah, mine are the upgraded seats, so the leather seats with the extra lumbar supports. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good place to store your load paperwork. You never have to worry about losing the paperwork for the load you're on. Just keep putting it in a tube. Oh, Tom's at Walmart. What are you doing at Walmart, Tom? Which one you at? I guess he's delivering, but which Walmart are you at? I was at one this morning that U.S. Express ran. They were in charge of that Pacific DC. Was it 24th that you see? Yeah, I was probably there the 24th. I'm glad to be finally out of Jersey, I bet, man. I can only imagine what the traffic is up like, going on right now. It's probably just absolutely terrible. That girl did a pretty good job on my hair yesterday, but I should threw some gel in it today and I didn't. Yeah, traffic's terrible. It's a holiday weekend, man. Interstate 95 is going to be a disaster. Right now, through tomorrow evening, through tomorrow night, and then all day Sunday. I have a packed car in mind, Josh. I have the packed car in mind. So, a couple things. Everybody always asks me about the Pete. How's it doing compared to the Freightliner and all that. Look, I love my Pete. There's a couple things I don't like about it, right? I mean, you're always going to find that. I think the Pete is geared too low on the shifting. I don't like that. So, if I'm running 58, it will stay in 10th gear. All right, it'll just stay in 10th or 11th or whatever. I believe it's 11. So it'll stay in 10th. If I do 61, it'll switch into 11th, but it'll only be running at like 1050 RPMs. And when you go to pull, even the smallest little hill, it kind of shakes a little bit, makes some rattling noise. I don't like that. But it's for fuel mileage for a Pete, it's doing all right. Last week wasn't the best, but I ran 65 miles an hour most of the week, and I was still at like 8.45 or 8.5, something like that. Sunny, hey, Sunny's pretty awesome, man. She used to cut my hair. She's in one of my videos. If you watch my video, utilizing the driver facilities or utilizing the terminal, she's in that video. She cuts my hair. Freightliner by far, Tom. That Detroit engine, man, for fuel mileage is amazing. It's amazing. What's the oldest truck you can lease on a Prime? DPG, I think they want No, I think they want 3 years, 3 or 4 years. You'd have to call leasing and recruiting for all that. I don't know the exact answer. I'm just guessing. Well, in my Freightliner it was 58 miles an hour, but in this Peterbilt it seems to be about 60. Had the same problem? Yeah. Do the side skirts and tails really help? Hell, I don't know. Don't get me lying to you. Platinum Freightliner lightweight. Josh is ready to tear up the highway. Yeah, Sunny's in TNT phase right now. Correct, with her trainer. Sunny's pretty cool gal. Alan, this is the 579 Ultra Loft. It's not the mid-roof, it's the Ultra Loft. Finish PSD. I guess that means you passed your test today if you finished PSD today, right? Yeah, so yeah, congratulations are in order. Any pointers for new solo driver at Prime? Might be picking up Crystal Burgers Friday. Crystals! I don't know about the Epic part. But it is a 579 Ultra Loft. I don't know what the difference is. It's freaking big, I can tell you that. It's bigger, it's way bigger in the interior than my Freightliner was. There's a lot more room in this truck. Yeah, DPG's right, man. Just get out there and take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Don't worry about impressing nobody or worried about what other people are thinking about you when you're backing up, when you're getting out and looking and stuff. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. Yeah, you gotta have the receipt for your refrigerator from the company store now, guys. The company store sells the fridges, but they no longer store them. They're over in detail. Yeah, Seether got a truck today, Josh. Yes, it must. Yeah, Ryan's right. It must have the safety features, the lane mitigation stuff, and all that crap. That is correct. I did read that somewhere. Yeah, Stefan knows, man. He'll tell you the growing pains, man. The first couple months are not gravy, man. My brother said that too. My brother said that the biggest thing that he would probably tell people is be prepared, because it's not as smooth as it was when you were with a trainer, because the trainer is already in his groove, or he or she, but the trainer's already in their groove. They already have the flow of things, and things go a lot smoother than they do when you're alone for the first few months and you're trying to figure it all out. You can buy from an outside source. You can buy the fridge anywhere you want. It's just if you buy it from the company store, they're over in you have to pick it up in detail. But yeah, you can buy your own fridge anywhere you want. You don't have to buy it at Prime. One thing about Prime and Walmart right down the street is Walmart sells out of them constantly. And so, and Prime's always got them because Prime buys them by the truckload. On the Advanced Fleet Logistics Cyber Remote Authority. There you go. Good job, Ryan. Yeah, you can buy. Yeah, you can buy your own fridge. You're just, I mean, I was just saying, if you buy it at the company store, you have to pick it up over detail. That's the biggest thing. But you can buy it anywhere you want. I mean, you can buy it at Walmart, Target, buy it at the flea market. You can buy any fridge you want. You're just gonna put it in yourself. Now, see, I had my old fridge. I gave it to Brown, and Brown stuck it in his International. Brown got our 2020 International. He stuck the fridge. My old fridge, I gave it to him. He stuck it in his International. Cheaper and better than Wonder Prime. Yeah, you can get fridges much cheaper than Wonder Prime. Like I said, the only thing about Prime is it's right there and they always have them. That's why they sell so many of them, because it's convenient. Because it is convenient. Where is my, there it is. That's the wrong one. Guys, I've been, so I found a few things today to help me with my diet. Or I just found a couple things in general. I know I showed you guys some of this stuff the other day. These are the meal replacement shakes I'm currently drinking for breakfast. So I no longer am eating solid food for breakfast. I am simply drinking one of these. It's 190 calories. And it's loaded with a whole lot of good yumminess stuff for your body. And then I'm drinking these for like in between meals. I'm drinking one of these Muscle Milks. What I like about these is there's zero sugar. Zero sugar in these. 100 calories, zero sugar, 20 grams of protein. So this is really good for what I'm trying to do. This really works for me. Yeah, these taste good. So I'll show you the first one I bought. The first one I bought was this. This tastes like shit. All right, I'm just gonna tell you. That's why I still have one 2 weeks later. This tastes like total crap. All right, yeah, Larry, we have Easy Pass. These taste good. This actually tastes really good, and so does the other one. The Equate Strawberry Meal Replacement tastes good too. This Core Power, not very good. I did not like it. I did not like it at all. I did not like it at all. And then I bought these today. It's a cookies and cream bar. It's from Atkins. It's only got 4 grams of carbs in it. And last week my carbs were too high. So I've got those. I tried one of those today. It's okay. It's okay. It's edible. It's a good little snack. And then I've been taking a Men's Daily. This is the same thing as One A Day. It's just the off brand. It's the Equate brand of Men's One A Day. And then I wasn't getting enough fiber in my diet, so I bought some fiber pills. But all this other stuff is starting to make up for the fiber, so I probably won't even have to take these gummies no more. I might have to watch it. It keeps track of my fiber for me. But so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that Muscle Milk, yeah, for that 4-pack is $6 or $1.50 a piece. Here's how I look at it. So the Muscle Milk's $1.50 a piece. I'm drinking 2 a day. All right, so that's $3. The meal replacement's almost $1. It's a little less than that. We'll just call it $1. So there's $4 a day now on that. But then I'm only eating lunch and dinner. So if I'm spending $4 a day on that, and then I'm spending, let's just say on average, $4 to $5 for my lunch and $4 to $5 for my dinner, I'm still coming in well under $20 a day. You know, and it's working. And it's working, guys. Cheaper by the sir. Yeah, what do you got to mix that with, Viking? Do you have to mix that with water, or do you mix it with milk, or how does that work? Because I did see the powders, but I wasn't sure what I didn't take the time to read it and all that. I was kind of in a hurry. But yeah, so even like that Equate one, they got like a huge freaking thing of it. It's like that freaking big. Stefan, I can eat anything I want. All right, I can eat anything I want, but I have to stay within certain boundaries of certain things. So like so many carbs, I can have so many carbs a day. So let me tell y'all what it is. So I will be out of chat for a minute, guys. I can't read chat right now because I want to share this with you guys. I'll tell you kind of where my limits are, where currently I'm at. So let me turn down the brightness on this. That'll help a whole bunch. All right, so this is like a little meter, and you see each thing has a, let me pull it back up now so I can read it. So it says energy, I need, it says 1,709 calories, which I almost hit. Protein, minimum of 106.8 grams of protein a day. Net carbs, no more than 170 carbs, period. No more than that. No more than 170 grams. And he actually wants me at about 155. And then fat, 66.5 grams a day. No more than that. That's what I've got, Chronometer. That's what I'm using. That's what we have to use. This is Chronometer is what this is. And guys, it breaks it down. You can see the food, the stuff I ate today. You scan. And what I like about Chronometer is you just scan the barcode. What's going on, Chuck? How's it going, man? Happy 4th. So that's what I like. I mean, I haven't weighed today. So what did I weigh in this week, guys? Do you guys remember? What was it, 208.8? I just ate. It's probably a bad time to weigh. I was 208.8. Is what I weighed in at Sunday. 208.8. Now, I'm not going to get out there and weigh, but I did weigh yesterday. I'll just be honest with you guys. Or no, this morning. I did weigh myself this morning. And I was 208.8 on Sunday, and this morning when I weighed, I was 206.4. So what's that, 2.4 pounds? So a little bit. And then I still have until Sunday. So we'll see if I can drop another 2 pounds. I'd like to have a 5 pound week. I'd like to have a big 5 pound week this week. Because last week didn't even really move. After you use the restroom. Yeah, well, what he told me to do is weigh in on Sundays. And, sorry guys, I'm gonna look at this email he sent me. I'm really curious about this. Net pay $3,418.50. So, I mean, he definitely made some quite a bit of money. He doesn't give you a breakdown though, but yeah, that's a good week for anybody anywhere. That's a good week. I had one of those solo here once. It was quite nice. Quite nice. those weeks solo are beautiful when you get them, but they do not happen very often. I'll just be honest with you. So $3,000 paycheck solo don't happen very often, but they do happen. Yeah, Josh, I don't know what's going on with that. Josh, I don't think it's that as much as it is people just weren't attending the program. People just weren't doing it. I think it's more that than anything. I think it's more people not just doing it. Now, he went and worked with a swim team at a college. A college actually had him come in and work with a swim team. I would not be surprised if he is doing something like that again. It wouldn't surprise me one bit if he's gotten on at a big university or a sports team or something like that. Welcome to the family, bud. But I don't know what he's doing. I'm sure we'll find out in the future. Yeah, that's a nice check, man. That's a nice check. Well, Josh was on the 30,000 program and did 52,334. Yeah, Seether Brown was on the 30,000 program, did 38,000. So, Seether Skolex, a subscriber, he had a student that did like 60,000. It was crazy. What's going on, Alex? Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. Hey, Josh, it says he's going to do it for the rest of July. This is the last month. It said orientation will be every Friday in July. That's what it says in the Prime app. Same thing happened with Josh. Yeah. You know, Brown, I was going in for the health and fitness. So I was already going to be there. And then, so on the way in, I'm scheduled to go in on Friday. And on Wednesday afternoon, they called us and said, hey, he's on the list this week. So it's good for him to come on in. Cubs take the lead 5-4 in the 7th over the Pirates. Okay. Still a couple innings left. Correct, Destin. Yeah. The health and fitness program is extremely hard to do while training. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Go home and wait? Yeah. Bud, when I was doing TNT, that's the same as team driving. I was averaging, if you average me and what I paid for my student, because I had to come out and you won't have that, it'll just be the two of you. You guys will just split it, I guess. It was, I don't know. I mean, close to $5,000 a week, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, now I don't know what DOT requires, Kelly, to be completely honest with you. I don't know what DOT requirements are for training, but I do know that Prime is now requiring, technically Prime is requiring 60,000 miles, but students get 10,000 mile credit for completing the PSD program at Prime. So if you go to a truck driving school somewhere else, come to Prime with your CDL, you're going to do 60,000 miles. Josh, I do believe it does. I do believe it does. Correct. The 300 extra currently, but the 300 extra is only on the old program. So the only people who will even qualify for that 300 extra are those who are on the 30,000 mile program. They won't even offer that to the people who are on the 50,000. And here's why. They reworded everything, guys. Everything has been reworded. Everything has been looked over, I'm sure, by the proper people. Everything now says complete PSD, then do 50,000 miles minimum. It says that word in there now. It says 50,000 miles minimum with a TNT trainer. Then you will be evaluated for upgrade, and you will be brought in based on priority of accidents, service fails, critical events, stuff like that. See there? No, I did not get to 1,000 after the 50,000. They just stay at 800. That's why they jumped them to 800. At 40,000 miles, they go to $800 a week, and then it just rides out the rest of the time. Correct. What's going on, Kyle? Yeah. So now it says 50,000 minimum, and then you will be evaluated for upgrade. So, and the old program was just straight, after 30,000 miles, you get upgraded and you get your own truck. It's all changed. Yeah, the 1,000, well, they've been doing that 1,000 for, I mean, they did it as far back as my very first student. 15 months ago, they were doing 1,000 once you got over 30K. Not that I'm aware of, either. It was 700, then it goes to 800 after 40,000 miles. And then, yeah, be evaluated for upgrade. Be evaluated. Yeah, so there's a story behind this Cub shirt. And this one. So I was in Rochelle, Illinois yesterday. So I didn't tell y'all, I didn't really get into the whole story in my video. So the video the other night, if you guys watched it yet, I did a video clip from Walmart when I was making the drop. Because I had to do a 30-minute break there, so I made a video clip. And I said I was going back to the Petro in Rochelle, Illinois. I should have made a video the next morning, because when I got to Rochelle that night, it was midnight. I did get a washout, no problem. No line, no nothing. However, everything was full. Wasn't a parking spot to be found at the Loves, at the Petro, or at the one across the street, the Roadrunner. I went down to Walmart and I slept in the Walmart parking lot of the Walmart store over in Rochelle. But anyhow, so I got up next morning, I went and did my shopping, and at the last minute I had forgot something, and I was like, oh crap. So I went to go get it, and it was just some paper and pens and stuff. Anyhow, and I turned the aisle and I hit like Cub heaven. So I ended up buying 2 more shirts on the way out the door, because I turned that aisle and I just couldn't leave without something. I mean, the whole aisle was nothing but Cubs gear. So I had to pick something up while I was there. Are we going to have enough trainers for all this? Larry, we currently have trainers waiting for students instead of students waiting for trainers. The skillet. Someone asked about the skillet. Hey man, what kind of skillet are you using? All I'm seeing are over 1,000 watts. 1,000 watts is okay, Anthony. I think that's what mine is. I think mine's 1,000 watts or 1,100. It's, guys, what was the name of that thing? K-Bell? Something like that? Let me see if there's a name on it. I threw the box away. K-Nell, C-A-Y-N-E-L. C-A-Y-N-E-L. And I'm running it no problem. Now, I will tell you, I run the truck now when I cook in it, because it works a lot better with the truck running. a lot better with the truck running. All right, Jeremy, be safe, man. It's crazy night. It's a holiday weekend. A lot of people traveling tonight. Yeah, but they throw her gloves at Walmart. Yeah, bud. Yeah, we know about that. So, funny story behind that. Me and Chad know somebody who got booted at Walmart. It was madder than shit. $400, guys. So make sure whatever Walmart you go to, you're allowed to be there. This particular Walmart you're allowed to be at. So, Bags, I see. I'm almost done training with another carrier. Any advice on trying to pass with this damn adaptive cruise control? Get over early. If you know you're going to get around somebody, get around them. That's all I can say. If you know you're coming up on somebody and you're going to get around them, so if you're at another carrier and you're coming up on a Prime truck and you know it, get over. Get over quick and get around them. You're going to get to celebrate with the hobos? So I seen a video today of a guy in Florida. He's got a big sign on the side and it says "I love you," is what it says. And when he flips the bottom down, it says "No hobo." No hobo. And he's out, he's out there panhandling on the corner. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Mr. Bell, I want to ride solo a while, man. Yeah, there's a back way you can go to get over to the Fire and Ice, guys. There's a back way. Hey, Seether, remember where we parked that day? And everybody come out, me and Chad and David were all there, and we were all hanging out. Seether should remember where I'm talking about. Remember we were parked in the back there? Okay. Go walk directly towards Fire and Ice in that parking lot where we were parked. There's a fence. That fence ends. It just loops around. You can just go right around that corner of that fence and you're over there at Oasis. I'll bet you own a percentage of Fire and Ice. I wish. That's a money-making sumbitch right there. No, Malik, I'm way out of Maryland. I've had 3 loads since then. But I'm headed back that direction. I got to be in Virginia July 5th. Correct, Josh. Josh's statement is truthful and accurate. We're just a tool for them to make money. But that can actually go both ways, because this is just a tool for me to make money. I'm going to make a new video coming up about that same kind of stuff, but next time I get to the yard. I got to wait till I'm at the yard. Prime has been good to me, guys. Can you use butane stoves at Prime? Joe, I don't know. I personally do not have one. I do not know the answer to that question because I do not know what the DOT requirements are on hauling butane in your truck. I think that would come into play. So the answer is I don't know, but I'm sure you could call somebody in recruiting and they might be able to answer that for you. Yeah, Malik, if you got 7 months experience, you won't have to do any kind of training or nothing. You can go right into an A seat. Class B, same as Class A. What are you going to do, drive buses? Training money's nice money at Prime if you're a lease operator. I don't think it's that great for company drivers. I don't think, not the TNT part. They can make a lot of money in PSD if they pump out enough students. You stole his food stamp card. Wow. What's going on, Will? I think Will's at home. He's just walking by. See, they're knock him out. Hey, I was over at that little gas station right there, and there was a lady and her kids in a van, and some guy walked up, and he was pestering her, and she said, "Leave me alone," and he yelled at her, and the other Prime driver I was with, man, he about killed him. Dude, I thought he was going to physically assault him. He started yelling at him. I didn't even know what was going on. I walked out of the store, man, and he's like in his face. He's backing him down the street, man. This damn bum's just like running for his life. It's like, holy crap. What are some of the benefits over other carriers that do leasing? Number one is the equipment, right? No, I'm not smoking anything else. I'm just going to vape. No, I can't start smoking anything. I haven't had a puff off of anything since Mother's Day, and I'm not going to start again. Hell, I'm hoping to stop this eventually. I'm already down to a 3. I started at 6. I'm down to a 3 now. $20% off fire and ice. That's it. That's right. Just don't get in trouble over there, man. Conduct yourself as an adult. Don't get drunk and fall in the pool, because I've seen it. I watched the guy signed his lease contract one day. Next day he got let go because he got drunk, fell in the pool. This is a fruity cereal. Yeah, thanks, Josh. It is a big step. And here's the thing, guys. The only time I ever hit on this thing is when I'm talking to you guys. $89. And then the tank. By the way, everybody was telling me, oh, you got to get a mesh tank. Got to get a mesh tank. This is a mesh tank. It's a triple coil mesh tank. Just so everybody knows. So I am using mesh coils. I'm using a triple mesh coil in this. And guys, you see I'm hitting the hell out of it now because I really like the flavor. I'm talking another language. I don't mean to be. Mesh coils, what the hell? Mesh coil. I guess there's different types of coils, and the mesh allow for more flavor. Guys, so yesterday, here's how my workout went yesterday. I was at the Petro. July 25th, Alan. July 25th. I was at the Petro in Rochelle. I got out of my truck. I did my workout. My 19 minutes in the parking lot. When it got done, I started walking the parking lot. So I parked... Even though the parking lot was empty when I went back there in the morning because I slept at Walmart, I parked all the way in the back so I'd have plenty of room to walk. And so I started walking all the way to the street and back. And it's a pretty long ways. It was like what was it? I don't know. So round trip was 2/10 of a mile, so about a tenth of a mile to the street and back, each way. So I started walking it, and then I started running it, and then I started sprinting it. And when it was all said and done, it was a hot son of a bitch. I dumped water over my head. But I felt really good afterwards. Then I went in and paid for a shower and did my laundry. What are the restrictions on passengers? 3 heartbeats in the truck, bud. 3 heartbeats. That's their deal. So you can have 2 kids, a wife and a kid. If you're a lease operator, there's no age limit on the kid. If you're a company driver, I believe what'd someone say it is? Age 11, I think, for company drivers. I don't know. Where do you get your juice? Tanner, I bought a whole lot of juice when I was in Springfield. So, I have enough juice on my truck that I don't have to worry about it for 3 months. And then I'll just buy it again when I'm in Springfield. I'll keep it stocked up. But that's really high. I wouldn't pay that much. No air vent for the top bunk. Caesar, what do you mean there was no air? What do you mean? I'm confused. Freightliners, Internationals, Peterbilts. That's pretty much it. I won't even say Volvos because they don't have them. No vent for the top bunk. Well, that was a defect from the factory, wasn't it? Huh. Did you hear about the drivers? I know they do that, Joe. I do know they put window boots on your window at some Walmarts. It's mainly in Kentucky. If you are in Kentucky, if you go to Georgetown, Kentucky, and you pull in that Walmart, they got a big freaking sign out front of this Walmart in Georgetown, Kentucky. All right? Massive sign. You cannot miss it. It tells you absolutely no trucks at any time you will be booted. People still pull in there. People still get booted. It doesn't make any sense to me why you would go in there after reading that sign, but it still happens. So yes, if it was in the southeast, it was probably Kentucky, and it was probably Georgetown. Bunch of big vape stores down in Tampa. Yeah, there's probably a bunch in St. Pete too. But yeah, so I have a ton of juice that I bought. Get this lid off. I like to keep a lot of juice on the truck. I don't have to worry about running out. Now, my very first 22, Jace, I was 22. 22 when I drove my first one. What's going on, Albert? When I was 22 years old, I drove 18-wheelers for 6 months. And decided that it was not the right time in my life. And I was like, nope, nope, nope. Yes, it was 1998, Cedar. You are correct. Million Mile Man, I'm loving it. We do not go into Mexico, bud, but we do go into Canada. We drop loads at the Mexican border in Laredo and El Paso, mainly Laredo and Allen, McAllen and all that down there. Brown. Was it Browning or whatever it is down there. And in we have Mexican companies that come over, pick them up, and take them into Mexico and deliver them. And now look at you, Josh. Now you're doing it. Thank you. That's what I do at Brownsville. Guys, And look, all I'm doing is giving you all my experience here, right? I mean, it's not going to be like this for everybody. Everybody has a different experience in life, right? We're all different. Shoot, half of Texas is 80 miles an hour now. If you run 10 out from San Antonio out to El Paso, there's a large portion of that's 80 miles an hour now. Yeah, Alan, me and you both with the Cubs. I just saw that back up top there. Just saw that. Yeah, my Pete's governed at 65. Yeah, it's governed 65 miles an hour. State roads, windy roads. Nerve-wracking and fun. What's going on, Heavy Metal? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Big Island, Virginia. Woo. A bud for lease operators, it just, I don't know what they advertise it out at, to be honest with you. Yeah, and Josh is right, it just varies a lot. Jace, I really don't watch football, to be honest with you. I'm not a big football fan. If it's Sunday, and if I can't find anything on the radio, and if I'm in the mood and it's on, I'm embarrassed to say it, but I will listen to a Tampa Bay Bucks game. My dad's a huge freaking Bucks fan. The Bears, yeah, my brother's a huge Bears fan. Both my brothers are. My dad used to be, and now my dad's a Bucks fan, and so I just kind of went with my dad. My dad gives me and my brother crap over baseball. So my dad grew up a Cubs fan. And he'll tell you, my dad's 77 years old. He'll tell you it was a life of disappointment. And he gave up on the Cubs back in the 80s. But I'm sure he smiled a little bit when they won the series a couple years ago. Oh, the damn Cowboys. I got one of those great reefers again, guys. It takes it 2 times to start in order for it to run, which is great on a -10 load, right? All night long, I'm going to have to listen to that shit. Start, stall, then restart. Yeah, the Grace Sandberg Dawson team. Yeah, I loved Mark Grace. Mark Grace was one of the best hitters in baseball that nobody knew. And unfortunately, now he's an alcoholic and he's got a bunch of DUIs and gotten in a bunch of trouble over it. But he was one of the best hitters in baseball no one knew about, man. He was a 300, I think he was like a 306 hitter. Pretty consistent. I'm just going off my memory. But in his prime, he was like 306, and he probably finished, if I had to guess, probably in the 290 range for his career. He was a hell of a ball player, you know. And then don't forget, hey, if you're gonna mention Sandberg, Dawson, and Grace, you got to mention Dunston, right? Sean Dunston covering that hole, man. He had some range at shortstop. He couldn't hit worth a shit. But, man, he could play the field. Albert, I have no problem sleeping. Once I'm asleep, I'm good. Once I'm sleeping, I'm good. It don't bother me. It's just listening to it start and stall. It makes you nervous. Every time your trailer starts and then it stalls, it kind of makes you nervous. And then it starts again and fires right up. Picking up a load at one of your plants? Yeah, race fan. That'll happen never. Grace was top 5. Yeah, Mark Grace was. And good guy, too. Just all around good guy. They had a hell of a team, man. They had one of the best pitching staffs, too, in the 90s. When they had Woody on there and Pryor. Man, Rod Beck, man. Rest in peace. God bless his soul. Rob Beck was a fucking hoss, man. Him and Scott Sanderson that year, man, they wore themselves out. Rod Beck was a closer for the Cubs, guys, back in the 90s. He was a closer in, I guess it was 90, was it 98 when they almost made it? But he was one of the last baseball players, I think, that did an after-game interview smoking a cigarette and drinking a beer. So he lived in an RV behind the minor league ballpark where he passed away. But yeah, he was a hell of a guy, man. Just lived life for living, as Nick and Carly would like to say. Live life for living, man. That was old Rod Beck. That should have been his motto. What's going on, Debbie? 58, Alan. Mine was 58. Let me catch up, make sure I didn't miss nothing. My trainer had me running. Josh having issues with what? Josh been called doctor. Huh. Oh, can't sleep at night anymore? Oh, that kind of sucks. You should be able to get it back right. I mean, we're human beings. We're made to sleep at night and work during the day, or be up during the day, be active. I'm a ginger, so I hate the sun. A tour? No, my truck is filthy. No, there's a tour online. My truck is not in tour order at this moment. Not even close. Not even close. I got all my cleaning supplies on the floor. Bag of trash up front, which, I mean, it needs to go out, but it's just from dinner. Oh yeah, Cubs traded Maddox. Yeah. It was, it was nice though when the Cubs brought Maddox back at the end of his career before he went to LA. They ended up trading him to LA, but when he came back to the Cubs from the last couple of years, it was nice to see Greg Maddux. I will tell you, so Josh, I when I was on that Tyson account at KLM, I drove almost all nights, and I never had blood pressure issues till then. And so that's one reason I left there. I could have went to their over the road division, but then I got in a big fight with them over the truck and all that. So no, I think freight's gonna suck, Debbie. It's a holiday weekend. It's July 4th. Had I really thought this through and planned ahead, I'd probably be home right now, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be here. But I had to go. I wanted to do that, start the health and fitness, and I couldn't take that time off and then turn around and take some time off right behind it. I mean, I could. I mean, they'll let me. But I didn't want to financially. Yeah, Josh, I had to... so I love peanut butter. I used to love peanut butter cups. I had to quit eating peanut butter when I started gaining weight, and I mean, all that came into play. It's amazing. Yeah, Josh, you're describing a lot of the same stuff I went through. You're going through a lot of the same stuff I went through. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's going to be that great. And here's why: because the holiday's on a Thursday, and I think it's just going to screw a lot of things up. Because even the place I went to today in Fort Wayne, Indiana, I was a 3 o'clock appointment. I got there at 12 today, or 12:15. I was out of there at 1:30, and I was like, "Y'all are on the ball today." He was like, "We got one more truck, and then we're done till Monday." So I mean, that's just an example right there where I picked up today. They were closing early, and not opening back up until Monday. Heavy metal, where are you dropping at? I went to the William. I went to the Interstate Cold Storage on Nelson, 7255 Nelson Road, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Right where they're replacing that bridge. It's not far from there, if you know where that's at, on 938 there, I think, or 930 or whatever. There's a bridge out they're replacing. It's real close to that. I mean, it's like really close to that. Yeah, it's back in that industrial park on the other side of the railroad tracks. Is where it's at. Hold on a minute, guys. I gotta grab something really quick. So I'll be able to tell you guys momentarily if I made any money this week. Ugh. Because it looks like pay went out. And don't be laughing at me over my reading glasses that make me look like an old man. Y'all ready? You want to see it? Look at that. All right, that's the only time you guys will ever see that shit. Well, here in a moment anyhow, because I have to swag, yeah. I don't know about swag. All right, guys, I'll be out of chat for just a minute while I try to figure this stuff out. Don't be laughing at me. I'm serious. I know y'all will be. That's all right. I'm getting older. See if I made any money. I don't know. So I made, I'm trying to think. My check was $1,400, and I was $1,000 in the hole last week. So I made $2,400 this week. So I had a $2,400 week. So that's pretty good. $2,400 is good. That was a good week. I'll take it. Picked up one yesterday in Kansas, done delivered till Monday in Phoenix. I'm telling you, there's a lot of that going on right now, guys. A lot of that happening. Yeah, right? Heavy metal. You're not right, man. Yeah, I mean, as a lease operator, you can really dictate your loads, guys, a lot. Yeah, see, Josh, if that's me, I'm going to drive all day, and I'm going to park at the customer overnight, and then deliver in the morning. Fruity cereal. Crispy fruity cereal. Something like that. Good night, heavy metal. Dropping trailer at Peterbilt and Phoenix, bobtail home to Yuma. Oh, Yuma. Someone told me they were closing that Dole plant there, that Dole facility. I hope not. That's a pretty good one. I don't mind picking up there. I don't know what they're going to do with all that agriculture down there, all that cabbage down there. I don't know if they're going to do just truck all that to California or what. Correct, Albert. That's why people do that. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. Yeah, I hope not, man. That's a big-ass facility. That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of coolers there. Yeah, this is fruity cereal. See, they're just for you. There you go. Right at you. What's going on, Nunya? I ain't seen Nunya in a while. There's been a few people that are in the TNT phase that I haven't talked to in a while, man. It means they've been working pretty hard. A big trucker, it is not in show condition, but I do have a video where I like really show the entire inside, outside, everything. So if you just go to my videos and go through to, it says 2020 tour, I believe it says tour of the 2020 Peterbilt Ultra Loft I ordered at Prime, special ordered at Prime Inc. It's like a 30-minute video. I mean, I like really detail it. I really go through the whole thing. But it's really big, I will tell you that. I mean, it's huge. Correct, Josh. Correct. Yeah, Josh, DOT said that. When DOT was at METS, the truck show, DOT they did like a little press conference at the truck show, and they said specifically that you are allowed to use personal conveyance to off-duty drive from a shipper or a receiver to a truck stop. So if you run out of hours while you're getting loaded or run out of hours while you're being unloaded, you are allowed to use personal conveyance legally to get to a truck stop. But those are the only 2 times under a load you're allowed to use personal conveyance. So you guys do it opposite what I do. And my students have learned to do it my way, and Logs is okay with it. I always do my on-duty pre-trip at the beginning of my day, period, because that's the way I've always done it. How many hours till I'm back at the terminal? I'm not heading back to the terminal. Where do I get a Rich Bags 2020 shirt? We got an email from the guy today. Kimbrel's taking over for the Cubs in the 9th, going to close it out. We got an email from the guy today. We sent him the design, and we are waiting to hear back from him. I would imagine we will hear back from him on Friday. Okay, guys? So what's happening is Chad Rich, while he was in Springfield, started making some phone calls for these shirts, trying to figure out how we get something started. We have found someone to make the shirts, and not only is he going to make them, he is going to make them available via a website. So you'll be able to go to a website, order the shirts, pay for them, have them shipped directly to you wherever you're at. So, but that is in the works. Chad's been working on that. He sent me a message today. And that is going to happen, yes. Tulsa Trucker was on here earlier today. He was just on here a little while ago. And the answer to that is, I don't know. Has Tulsa Trucker or Chad Rich, either one of them, said that Chad Rich is training Tulsa Trucker? I don't think they have. So, I don't know. I don't know. I do believe that is the case. I do believe that is the case. So, look. So, Chuck was the one, I talked about this like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I was talking about finishing someone's TNT. Chuck was the driver. I was going to finish his TNT. Guys, I'm just burnt out. And me and him exchanged some messages, and I was just really honest with him, and he was really honest with me. And I'm just burnt out on the whole training thing. I need some just chill time, doing what I love, which is just trucking. Damn, Big Worm. Yeah, it's time for you to get a truck, Big Worm. I'd be calling my fleet manager every day, checking on that. Hey, Alan, I don't know anybody in Tanker, so I don't know how it works over there. Yeah. You know what, Jace? That'd be the most watched stream I ever have. Josh, I'm not counting that out. I mean, that's a possibility. It's always a possibility I'll train again. Right now, though, I just wanted some nice, quiet time, I can tell you I will not take any students until earliest next spring, because I will not jump back into training in the middle of winter. That's not going to happen. I want to stay out of the Northwest this winter, and the easiest way to do that is not to be training. Yeah, Brown was at like 38,000 when he got his. Yeah, everybody remembers the Washington load, especially me and Stefan. Yeah, that was a hell of a load, man. Some of the videos I did, that one climbing that Mount Homestead, man, that was a hell of a video. Oh, you never did the remarks, Ross? Yeah, you can. I always do remarks like, sometimes I forget, but like dropping hooks or fueling, pre-trip, I always drop the remarks. And then if you're going to PC, you have to not only go off duty, you got to find the remark that says personal conveyance. Click it, and then go back and click personal conveyance, but the bubble next to personal conveyance. You have to do all that. Yeah, it's not just you, Worm. There's a lot of guys way over their mileage. If you want to lease the truck you have now. Well, Alan, isn't your trainer, that's your trainer's truck, isn't it? That's going to be your trainer's truck. This is my goal. Oh, Alan, you can't do that right off the bat. You can't tell them exactly what you want right off the bat. When you get done with your 50,000, you go in. You'll pick whatever's on the lot. You can't order the exact truck you want until after you've been at Prime for, I believe, 3 months. Now, straight trucks are no different than U-Hauls. Jace, if you're just gonna drive straight trucks, you'll be fine. I mean, it's no different than a big U-Haul. Just make sure you know the height of the vehicle you're driving, and don't hit any damn bridges. That happens a lot for people, guys in straight trucks, because that's never emphasized to them enough. It's very vague, Josh, yes. Yes. What's going on, Kenworth? They don't have trucks paid to the camp. Yeah, I mean. Correct, Caesar. You are correct. And, I mean... Look, I'm not a genius, but I can tell you one thing. Freight is the slowest it's been in 2 years. Prime isn't expanding trucks, but we still have students coming in. And what's happening is students are being stuck on trucks so long because there's no trucks to put them in. Because Prime's not looking to expand its fleet, bringing too many people to Prime, right? It's just, yeah, it's more people than trucks. That's all it boils down to right now. There is no driver shortage at Prime Inc. All right. I mean, there may be a Swift, there may be a CR England, whatever, but there is no driver shortage at Prime Inc. Kenworth, that's what I got on this load right here. Now let me give you the exact rate because I don't know it. So let me go in here and give it to you just so I don't. It's 1573. Not about 567. $2.77 is my cut. So $2.70 a mile is my cut going into Virginia. That's what it was. So I didn't clear 3, but I did get $2.77. That's what it actually comes out to. And the load before this was which are the only two I got left on here. The load before this was 737. And I drove 316. 233. So 233, $2.33 a mile on the last load, 277 on this load. So 2 very good loads. So the load I don't know if y'all remember, but the load I ate out of Maryland, which was pretty crappy, and I actually caught a little grief from some people and some messages over because it was like a buck five or some a mile. It's turned out to work out really, really good for me. See, you're talking about my video, my first video. Yeah, it does have 28,000 views. Big Worm wants to know cent per mile after all bills are paid. I don't know about after all bills. I can give you after all the costs, but not after taxes because I don't have that number in front of me. But like for this week, it was 85 cents. 85.7 cents a mile this week. But you got to take taxes out of that. But 85.7 is what I averaged. No, Jace, you go in the bathroom, man. Nice, in a cup. Jeez Louise. Definitely would never do that in a cup anyways. When you need 2 cups, oh my gosh. Correct, Kenworth. Yeah, I'm getting predetermined contracted rates is what I'm getting. Correct. Yeah, so I'm just getting a set rate, a contract rate. Contract rates are a little better right now than just broker rates. Spot market, broker rate, same kind of deal. Same thing, basically. Yeah. So basically, the spot market is kind of like, you know, I own a company and I got Prime contracted to haul 20 loads out of my facility a day. And for some reason today I got 22 loads. And Prime can't pick up those extra 2. So now I've got to find somebody to pick up 2 loads for me and deliver them. So now I'm just going to go out on the market. I'm going to go out on these load boards and I'm going to put my loads out there and put a rate out there for them. That's a good example, I think, of like a spot market. How stuff ends up on like a spot market. It won't update until the morning. It won't update till tomorrow. Trailer Park Boys. No, I don't think it's rough for a rookie to make any money. Wow. Woo, the Cubs just lost in the bottom of the 9th. Kimbrel come in with a 1-run lead and gave up 2 runs. It's over. Cubs lose again. Crap. Can we just get to the All-Star break, please? I need a break. I need a break from baseball for 3 days. Holy, just this. It's been a bad run here in the last 10 days. Albert, $800 to $1,000 a week is very reasonable for somebody coming in. Noah, I hope it's only a week, buddy. I might have missed what you said up here. Well, I got an extra 5K miles, construction zone, 1 lane. and a semi slammed on his brakes in front of me. I had a critical event because I came within 10 feet of hitting him. Okay, first of all, Noah, you didn't hit him, so good for you, all right? Very good for you. You did not run into him. When am I going to start driving again? In the morning? Sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow morning. 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe. So an extra week of learning and another week of decide if I want to go company or lease. Yeah, Noah. I mean, that's one way to look at it. And they're going to pay you $1,000. And they're going to pay you I bet right now there's so little freight and so many trucks because of the holiday. I mean, I bet you the rates right now are just total crap. That's why a lot of your owner operators, they won't work in the holidays no matter what. Because all your mega carriers have so many trucks on the roads, they're sucking up all those loads at dirt cheap prices just to keep their trucks running. Leaving the country a rich man. No bones. I've never thought about that. It's funny because when I used to haul dry freight, 2006, 2007, I took a load of copper wire. So 40,000 pounds of copper wire, man. What's going on, Adrian? We had when we had the drybacks division at FFE, we had a guy go to jail. Well, we had 3 different guys getting in a lot of trouble, but all for theft. But one of them went to jail. He's probably in prison over it. But he took 7 laptops out of a load. It was a Best Buy load. He took 7 laptops out of it. Thought he'd get away with it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he thought he'd get away with that. Look, guys, you gotta understand something. This business is interstate commerce, okay? Barney Fife is not going to be the one investigating theft from a load, okay? If they believe there's theft from a load, it's federal, all right? Your federal agencies, the FBI is going to get involved. This is freight that travels over state lines, all right? It's not going to be the state police. It's not going to be Barney Fife. It's going to be feds who are investigating it. They're going to find out what happened to the freight, okay? They're going to find out. So the other 2 guys that got in trouble for faking lumper receipts. That's what the other 2 guys got in trouble for. All right, Jace, have a good night. Going to the laundry. I did mine yesterday, thank goodness. Got mine knocked out. Yeah, mine wasn't even bad because I did mine in Springfield, but I did it again yesterday. I had like 4 or 5 outfits. The only problem is, this is like my favorite shirt. And unfortunately, it was at the foot of the bed. It did not get washed yesterday. Still at the foot of the bed because I got mad last night and threw it. 1 washer left. Correct, Noah. Yeah, they got brand new washers and dryers at the Millennial upstairs. How's the truck doing compared to the last one? It's doing great. The fuel mileage is down a little bit. I was getting like 8.8 at 65 in the Freightliner. I got 8.4 last week in this one. So fuel mileage is down a little bit, but other than that, it's great. Hey, Jace, I just dropped to a 3. I was vaping a 6. I just dropped to a 3. No, I love the Jake brake. And I've talked about this in the past. The one thing I really love about the Jake brake in the Pete is you can turn it on when the cruise control set, and cruise control does not turn off. The Jake brake still works. So if your cruise is set at 65 and you got your Jake brake in 2, if you start going down a hill, all right, when you get to about 68, that Jake's going to automatically kick in, slow you back, start slowing you down to 65. When you get to 65, the Jake brake shuts off and the truck takes back over. That's one thing I really do like. What's going on, Dig? No, you can't. You can go down and set it in 2 for hill descent. When you get to the bottom of the hill, you got to turn the Jake brake off yourself, or else it'll keep slowing you down. You can do this in anything, and you can do it in 1, 2, 3. You can set the Jake in 3, have the cruise control set, and go down the highway. Put the Jake in 2 and back to 1. That I had never heard of, Noah, and I never tried it. So if so, that's something I wish I would have known then. Yeah, I vape 6. I still got a lot of juice that's 6. Still got like 4 bottles up there that are 6. Brand new almost. Yeah, see, no, you don't have to turn this one off. The truck will never get below 65. So when the truck gets down to 65, it turns itself off, and you just keep going. You go down the next hill, it kicks in and off. You never have to turn it off. Yeah, smocks suck. That's the first vape I bought for myself was a smock. I threw it away. Yeah, throw it away and buy a different mod. There's your help. I don't know, man. I didn't like my smock. I didn't like it. I need to fill my tank up. So everybody keeps asking, this is what I'm vaping currently, if you can read that. It says your favorite fruit cereal crispy treat. And it's a Dead President's brand, of course. Yeah, the Voopoo Drag's a good mod. That's a really good mod. Voopoo Drag's good. Yeah, I'm using the Aegis Legend. Aegis Legend, Aegis Legend, however the hell they say it. So if you want to know how long juice lasts, I've had this bottle for 2.5 weeks. And it's got this much left in it. Now I have used some other juices, but not very often. Maybe 10 tanks of other juices. Other than that, it's just been this. So, from you before anything happens. Yeah, a lot of people are using that Voopoo Drag. Voopoo Drag's a good one, guys. Yeah, Voopoo Drag's a good one. That's what Brown had the Voopoo Drag. He really liked it. The Aegis Legend. But I'm using the tank. I know, Brian, it's new. This is a triple coil, triple mesh coil in a Freemax tank. I have the one with batteries, but I have 3 sets of batteries for it. So I've always got batteries ready to go. Always got batteries ready to go. It's always a good idea. All right, guys, it's been 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to call it. It's the only one I got now. I got a twister, too, that I'm going to wait and find somebody who's wanting to switch and let them have that. I'm going to pass that on. Yeah, correct. The Voopoo drag, yeah, you just plug it in. It's kind of nice. All right, guys, don't forget, give me a thumbs up on the way out the door if you would, please. Y'all take care out there. Be safe. Be smart. You know, make good choices. Guys, don't drive sleepy. All right? Pick up a load. You're too tired to drive it. Let dispatch know, hey, guys, I'm just too tired, man. It's too dangerous. I can't do it. All right? Let them repower it. Make it their problem. A service failure is a much better option than an accident. All right? Unfortunately, Kiana fell asleep behind the wheel and got in an accident this week and was let go from Prime. So don't make that choice, guys. So don't push yourself beyond the limits. All right. When your body's done, your body's done. There's nothing you can do. All right. Stay safe out there. Shiny side up, rubber side down on the road. And I'll see y'all out there on the highway.